let's talk about Capcom, ladies and gentlemen, because they're doing something very interesting.
No.
They're doing something very funny, and they decided that they're going to race swap a character called Larry Chang from Dead Rising. This was a butcher character that was an Asian man. And because Asian, or honestly, let's just use a generic term, because non-white people cannot be depicted as psychopaths for that matter, they decided to turn this Asian man from the original game to a white man. The only time they've ever actually done a race swap in the favor of a white man, this is what the original character looked like, and then now this is what the character now looks like in the new Dead Rising game. Now, I always find it funny that every time they actually do a race swap that tends to go in the favor of a white man, it's only ever when the character is a either an evil character or a bad character in general, or whatever the case may be. What do you guys think about this? I think it's pretty damn funny.
You know what? I don't even care.
It's also
this white man's fault. This y'all white guys' fault. Y'all just sitting there bent over, taking that shit.
Hey, it ain't my fucking fault. I ain't subscribing to this shit. Hey, pause.
Damn.
Pause, Trace.
Y'all just sitting there. Y'all bent over, no Vaseline, the biggest strap on you can find. Y'all just taking it. Y'all went from slanging whips to getting pimped. What the fuck is going on?
That's pretty detailed. I don't know.
Hey, Trace, damn. Come on.
Back.
I am not taking a man seriously when he's wearing like 50 fucking hats on his head. Okay?
No, but he has
well,
a point.
you know.
He has a point, guys.
What's
going on?
I mean, in the communist world, like, you know, the white man is always the patriarchal. What I don't know these terms these young kids use. The patriarchy white man is the problem, right? You know,
have these niggas never heard of the Yakuza? Have these niggas never heard of the fucking cartel? There's plenty of evil.
No, but that's genuine representation. That's Asians representing themselves, right?
No, that's what my conspiracy theory is out with this, though. Hypno is that the Capcom's like, oh man, all these angry gamers are upset on the internet that we're cutting out all the white men. Let's go ahead and take an Asian guy and make him white. Maybe that'll make the white people happy. But there's like a translation error somewhere in there.
I mean, it's still fat. It's still a fat character, no matter what. So it's still gonna get like clowned
but the fact is that he looks like an average American dad, right? The other guy looked evil, looked deranged, looked bizarre. It looked like looked like someone who's absolutely crazy. Like if you look at this guy now, okay, his expression is extreme, but with a normal expression, this could be like a regular, like hardworking American guy. This Larry Chang, like the original character, he looks like a serial killer. He looks like someone who's, clearly like,
looks like Az.
And that's the funny thing. Then they're not just putting them into white shape, they're putting them in white regular shape. So you can identify the next average white guy as being a serial killer, as being an evil man, as being an oppressor, as being psychotic. That's the twist that it's particularly evil and nefarious about this race swap right here.
You know what I want to see now? I want to see 50 Cent Bulletproof be remade and all the niggas shooting that 50 white. Since y'all want to race swap everybody, it's a negative stereotype, right? All the game bangers that nigga had beef with suddenly turn white. That would be fucking hilarious because we don't want any negative black stereotypes in there, right? That shit would be fucking. Wait, did none of y'all niggas play 50? Did none of y'all play 50 Cent Bulletproof?
Black guy? And they all shooting a black guy, right? Like
that sounds like one of those Negro casual collection games that you were talking about.
It really does sound like I never even heard of it.
Niggas playing 50 Cent Bulletproof?
Bro, actually, Trey,
sorry. I'm Latino. I never heard of that shit
because I'm so fucking white, but I did.
Okay, Leon. Jesus Christ.
Sorry, I'm a Kanye
He
fan.
only played it because he wanted to figure out how to shoot up his school. That's the only reason why he played it.
Sorry. Never played that.
Bro.
Never played that game. More of a Kanye fan back then and definitely now.
I've heard about it, but I've never played it. Now it's looking the cover.
Like Max Payne, but with fucking 50 Cent.
I played it too. I did play it, Atreus. Yeah, I just had to jump in. I did play it.
Ryan.
What?
Yes, I know.
What?
But
Okay.
I do find it. What do you guys think? Do you think they will actually go full through and rename him too? Because I think it would be hilarious if they're so lazy with the race swap that they give him the same. Mind you, they give him the same lines according to the trailer. Will they keep the name as Larry Chang? Can you imagine? Or will they change it like
they'll just say Larry Smith.
His last name is Chang because he married an Asian woman, and because he's a good docile house husband, he actually took the female's name. So he's still Larry.
That is crazy, but that is so fucking
That
true.
is, bro, you were so spot on.
Yeah.
Didn't Alyssa Mercante's boyfriend take on like her last name or some shit like that?
I don't know. I think
surprised.
I think he plans to.
No, I saw some tweets from her fucking Twitter where like she was talking to somebody and she was like, Mr. Mercante loves that shit, and she was referring to her husband because you know she always like pretend like she's fucking married or some shit when we know she's not. Matter of fact, to Alyssa
she ain't.
boyfriend, how do you feel about her going on a fucking podcast calling herself slutty? I mean, you into
Bro, that's what I said.
Yeah, that's
you
a
into
good
that?
question.
You into that type of shit? Like you one of
He's
them
gotta
guys
be.
that like
I had
watching black men fuck your
Someone
girl,
that sits
huh?
on the couch at the hotel, you know.
I had no idea Mercante's boyfriend was Jack Murphy. I had no idea. That's a dated reference.
That's a nice dated reference you got there from like fucking 2019.
Oh, yeah.
2021 Christmas, you twat.
Get in the now, Ryan. Get in the now.
Oh,
Didn't one of your fucking guests reference Kylie Minogue on a stream earlier as well? Are you
Yes,
rich?
that was
Fucking stuck in
Kylie Minogue.
that was Dobby.
I love Kylie
Kylie
Minogue.
Minogue
that's because
What I don't-
she was mentioned in a Disney Who fucking episode. Okay.
What I don't understand
why.
is why it's okay to race swap a white guy in, and no one can do or say anything about it. But if it was reversed, everyone would lose their minds. Why not just keep it the same? And that way, no one could question it. Like, why are they changing it? Why?
Well,
That's
Capcom said a few months ago they have a localization department that essentially kind of double acts as their ethics department. So their localization team is I think this article actually references it because I remember covering it months ago right here. So Capcom's localization team, if you read a lot of the shit that they talk about, they were talking about well, let me just read the first part here. We're diving into the art of cultural adaptation, preserving context and inclusive storytelling. Join us as we unravel the intricacies that make the games resonate worldwide. So they don't actually preserve context; they change context, which is the funny thing about that.
They don't understand.
I don't know
what
if this
that word
article
means.
mentions it, but it's very important for people to know that specifically Square Enix and Capcom. I don't know about any other Japanese companies, but Square Enix and Capcom, because we
It's
all
in-house.
drag on localizers. Yeah, it's in-house. We're like, oh, the games are great in Japan. Then when it comes to America, it gets localized. No, Square Enix and Capcom, their localizers are in Square Enix Japan and Capcom Japan. They're in the it's not like here we're sending it to America to get localized. They do it in their own Japanese fucking companies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Square Enix partners with SBI. I don't know about Capcom, but Square Enix, why would they have a DEI company to partner with? What's the point of that? If it's
because
in-house?
they need to. They get forced to. These companies, they need to sign these agreements, and then subsequently they need to increasingly hire more and more people that come from this spectrum of the agenda. I've seen this also in Germany with production companies that never had to deal with any of these issues, and they were forced of hiring these localizers, DAA part, whatever you want to call them, right? And they don't really work. These people don't work. They just fulfill the function of being present, of being now a representative of. We used to have like ethic committees, and now we have committees where we introduce these people that somehow dictate the agenda, and that's the problem. These companies need to hire them in some way or the other. Sometimes they get employed better, sometimes less, sometimes they have power, sometimes less, but nonetheless they are present in all of these companies.